All of my life has been a never-ending search for heroes. Whether they are living or dead, I enjoy making pilgrimages to places to be inspired by those I respect and admire. This fundamental truth of my nature is what brought me to Marfa, Texas, in search of the original seed of American cool, James Dean. This is West Texas. The town of Marfa is where they filmed the movie Giant with James Dean and Elizabeth Taylor. It was James Dean's last movie. And I read a story in the New York Times many years ago about Marfa and how all these artists had moved there. And that it's in the middle of nowhere. So, finally gonna check it out. Thanks, New York Times. So I'm about 46 miles from Marfa, and we see this big piece of land with all these old cars on it and abandoned tractors and old trucks. And I just had to pull off and take some pictures. And it's this old guy who lives here. He says that his grandfather bought this land in 1908 and that his family owned most of these cars. So it's not a junkyard. These are old family cars. It's amazing. These are the ghosts of our American empire past. These gas guzzlers represent our big penis history when we won World War II, ruled the world, and could do anything we damn well pleased. You gotta love anyone that would preserve these priceless relics. And I think this old guy, Frank, is my new hero. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What was your favorite car and what was the most dependable car you ever owned?
Actually, the one down the hill there, that orange Maverick. It's got 188,000 miles on it, and I drove it with all kinds of faith and confidence until a friend of mine borrowed it and bent the frame at 188,000 miles.
Do you remember when they were filming the James Dean movie Giant, or did you find out?
On the set.
You worked on the set?
Yeah.
Really?
And Chill Wills and Monty Hale were looking at me with a crow sitting on my shoulder and a crow shit in my pocket. And Monty Hale got a large charge out of that. And the rest of them, I wouldn't give you 2 cents in hell for James Dean.
You didn't like him?
Well, they were stuck-up bastards.
Really?
Yeah, nose in the goddamn dare.
Really?
I didn't think anything of James Dean, Rock Hudson, or Elizabeth Taylor. They all sucked a bloody cunt rag.
They all sucked a bloody cunt rag.
Well, you're recording this, huh?
Yes, sir. This is history.
No more.
Come on, no. Elizabeth Taylor was beautiful then, though. All right, let me ask you 2 more questions.
Monty Hale was a nice guy.
That's great. Can I ask you 2 more questions? What has made you the happiest in your life?
All of it.
All of it?
I've got to run and get some stuff.
Okay, Frank, you're the best. That old guy, Frank, was hysterical. I asked him what was his favorite car and what was the most dependable car. He said the most dependable car he had was 188,000, and that was a Ford Maverick. My BMW 535i has got 270,100 miles on it. Exactly. 270,000 miles, baby. Marfa didn't turn out to be the hipster bohemia overflowing with art and creativity that I had imagined. I found it to be little more than just a gift shop for James Dean. Behind me is the Paisano Hotel, where the cast and crew of the film Giant stayed for 2 months in 1955 while they filmed the movie Giant. Only real cowboys wear flip-flops. It tickled me endlessly to think of Frank and how after all these years he still remembered James Dean to be a snooty turd. Take it from your old pal Texas Tommy. Keep driving right on through Marfa, because Marfa ain't shit. This is way better here. This drive 67 to Presidio, and then you take a left and you go 170 right along the Rio Grande River, which is the border between the United States and Mexico. Hey, take a look, Rush Limbaugh, Sean Hannity, and my brother Dave. There's no hordes of downtrodden Mexicans slipping over the border every minute of the day. It's actually quite peaceful down here. Driving along our border through Lajitas, I discovered vast amounts of stunning natural beauty. Sunset through deadbug juice. Driving back through Marfa, we wanted to see the famous Marfa lights that supposedly glow in the nighttime sky. But it was cloudy, and Marfa struck out again. But further on up the road, closer to Van Horn, lightning lit up the sky, and Lightning Hopkins lit up my radio.
Mm-hmm. Let's boogie all night.
Oh, poor Lightning. Meet me at the Chicken Shack. Sam Lightning Hopkins came all the way from Centerville, halfway between Dallas and Houston. Moved to Big Houston, jumped on the bus, and would play his music for the passengers. Pass around to play and see if someone thought he was good enough to pay for his services. And what a way to ride the bus in Houston. That never happened to me when I was in Houston, I swear. And, you know, as much as I love that song, I will find me a Chicken Shack these days. They're hard to find, much less fried chicken. Really good fried chicken I'm talking about.